Hi y'all. So today we are going to be talking about Christmas. You might not be ready to hear that yet, but we are 111 days away from Christmas. So it is time to start planning. And I know that's crazy because it's only September, but hear me out. So if you've followed me in the past, you know that I like to plan for Christmas early, mainly because budget. I mean, in order to fund the magic and make sure that everything occurs and happens, I have to plan it out strategically over the course of 3 months. Now I know Christmas is 4 months away, but less than 4 months away, but I like to plan out to have each kid done, like certain presents finished throughout each month. So I have 3 kids, so that means each kid gets a big present each month leading up. And then, Santa obviously has his own gift, and usually that's 1 to 2 gifts depending on what their budget was. So basically where I'm at right now, it is September 5th, and I have purchased 2 small gifts for my daughter and 1 large gift. Now, the large gift that she's getting from mommy and daddy, she already knows about, she already has, but I will be putting it right under the Christmas tree because she got it early. Long story long, but she got it early to enjoy it in the moment, and it was understood that this is an early Christmas present and it will be included in her Christmas haul. So she already has that. I may get like a little something to go along with it just to kind of make it a little bit more fun when she opens it, but she's very aware of that, and so I feel really good that we're done with that. I just have to worry about the other little gifts. So I typically do between 10 to 12 gifts, but each kid gets the same amount. Now, if one kid has more expensive gifts, then I may go to the Dollar Tree and get them a box of candy to open on the day of, just so they have the same amount of gifts as their brother and sister. So like I said, we're 111 days away. So what are the things that I am going to accomplish this week? Now, right now, my goals are bi-weekly. So within the next 2 weeks, these are the things that I'm going to accomplish in order to move forward to the next thing. So the things that I am going to accomplish these next 2 weeks or this week, I am going to plan out the 3 activities that are most important and when I need to order the tickets, contact for information or whatever the thing is, and put those on my calendar. Now, I always try to have 1 to 2 events that are on the side in case one of those events that were really, high on the priority, in case those don't work out, I have other events that would work out as well. The kids are getting older now, so they're a little bit more understanding when things don't work out. We have 1 event that we absolutely love, and I really would like to just go forever and ever, even if the kids are older, but it's Breakfast with Santa, and I feel like we are aging out of that, but the Christmas gala, they can meet Santa, so I'm gonna check in with them, see what's important to them, and then make those plans accordingly. So after I have done all of that, I am also going to plan out to purchase our Christmas pajamas. So Christmas PJs are one of our traditions. Usually our elf brings them, and so I need to place the order for the ones with the sizings that we want the elf to bring. So I need to do that because they start to sell out really early and they're pretty expensive if you don't get them on a sale. So I typically will start to kind of price those out, see what makes the most sense, see if there's any deals. I had checked over Labor Day and there really weren't any deals, which I was surprised about. One year I think I got buy 2 get 1 free, and that really worked out. But this year I just didn't see anything like that. So I'm gonna keep checking on that and find my top 3 and then keep looking at those to see if they come on sale. Other thing I'm gonna do is iron out what our travel plans are. Are we gonna plan to go to Georgia and visit for Thanksgiving or Christmas? We have a wedding in May for my little sister. So we have a lot of events going on that are so exciting, but I want to strategically plan our trips so that we have a couple months in between because it is expensive. Gas is expensive. It's expensive to travel. I have to take off PTO, all those kind of things. So I need to sit down, look at the calendar, and see what makes the most sense. If we spend Christmas there, if we spend New Year's there, if we spend Thanksgiving there. So I need to iron all of that out. All right, so I'm going to plan out what our plans are. So see what our travel is and see what events and if they've been announced or if they're available, the ticketing or anything. And then I also need to schedule my photographer. I like to get yearly photos. That's one of my Christmas gifts to myself, is we do like a mini session or a session with a photographer every single year. And those are great for our cards. I send out cards as well. So I need to start ironing that out. I think the photographer that we're gonna be using this year is about to release the dates. So I'm just gonna check in with her. She's a friend. So I'm gonna see if when she's available and what she's thinking so that I can start to kind of mull over what I think we're gonna wear. Okay, and that's about it. That is what I'm gonna do for the next 2 weeks to prepare myself for Christmas. And what I will do is next week or in 2 weeks, I don't know, what would you guys prefer? Do you want weekly updates or do you want bi-weekly updates? I'm thinking I'll do bi-weekly updates or even monthly, depending on what I actually accomplish. Next time I will share with you what I accomplished and if I added anything else to the list. It works out the best for me to do a notes that I lock down. And I can just click off once I have things, you know, if the kids have links of things that they really want, and I can start eyeing and watching. For our kids, they have a wish list of 3 things, and you may get them, you may not. Santa may bring them, mommy and daddy might bring them, grandpa might bring them, but those, we don't go overboard. You get to ask for 3 things, and then everything else is kind of, you know, a wish, and we kind of have an idea of what they're into and the things that are really important to them. So I really enjoy the experience of gift giving. So I've always really loved to just kind of go rogue and see how excited they are about the things that we choose. But I know it's also important to kids that they receive the things that they're really into and that they've really been eyeing. All right, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you to encourage you. If you are feeling really overwhelmed by the thought of Christmas, this really helps me. There have been years where we have like no money, and this kind of just helps me to really manage the expectation and really keep me on budget. Because if I wait until the end, I'm gonna end up overspending and I'm probably gonna buy too many presents. And that's what ends up happening for me. I get like really overwhelmed and then I end up just like over purchasing and then I don't even know what I had. The other thing I wanted to add that I almost forgot is that I have these black bins that I actually got from Costco maybe 2 years ago or so. And they're like $4 to $7. I can't really remember. But what I do is as I'm purchasing things, I put them into the bins, close them up and put them in the garage. And then as I get gifts and I'm ready to start wrapping and I'm ready to like organize between the kids, I will have 3 bins, and in each bin will have each kid's gifts. And then I will take out the bin, wrap the presents, put them back in the bin, and then the bin is just ready to come right out on Christmas Eve. It really does help. I usually leave wrapping to the last minute. I'm gonna be honest, that is not something that I'm very good at doing ahead of time. I try to get better every single year, but it's just really hard. So I really try to give myself like a wrapping day, and usually that's like the week leading up to Christmas because we're off of school. I usually can take off a little bit of work, and my husband can take off a little bit of work and take the kids for the day. So don't stress out if you're not able to like wrap every single present as you get it. Just find a good hiding spot that works out for you and your family. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me a comment below. What are you doing to prepare for Christmas? Am I crazy? Are you looking at me like, lady, you're crazy? I just find that it gives me a little bit of peace. It allows me to enjoy December, that I'm not stressing out. I only have a couple things left to do in December usually. So if all things go as well how I like them to go, then usually in December it's pretty chill and I'm just left with the things that are fun. And that's really important. You're a mom, you're a person, like you're a little kid inside of you too. You should enjoy the season as well. All right, love your faces.